Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Hike Dave here. I'm very excited because the weather today, for the first time, is below 80. Awesome. I'm very happy about that, guys. And it's drizzly and cloudy and just gross. That's my kind of weather, right? Anywho, how are you? It's good to see you guys. Thank you for coming by and clicking. I had one of my subscribers ask me, please do another video on how close I believe, this is just my opinion, my theories, that Bigfoot is to us, to roads, trailheads, to houses, to parking lots in state parks. They're right up on us. And I have no problem doing another video on that. It's Hike Dave NE rudimentary map time, guys. So let's do this again. And I got a couple other spots, a couple other parks I'm going to show you guys how close they are. And in case maybe someone hadn't seen the earlier video a couple months back, I'm going to redo this to show you guys and to hook up the subscriber who asked me to do this. And I love this, so I have no problem with this. Are you ready? All right, guys. This here is this here is Massasoit State Park, okay? Now, I've done this before. Main road, okay, this is where I always park, up in here. And then you've got a main gate, always open. This is closed, and that's closed for construction on these campsites here. They're going to open them August 24th. I'm very excited about that. I can't wait. Anyways. So, listen, guys. This is the ranger station, okay? Right up behind the ranger station is two very large structures, really big, tucked away off the trail. This one here is way off trail. This is the one I found. It's actually next to there's another river that runs back here as well. Now, I found these prints up here. This is that crazy, like, three-toed clawed print I found right near the water. Not extremely close to the road, but right in the sand, easily accessed, not deep into the forest in any way. These are the two prints, deep prints that I found. They must have been 1.5 inches into the ground. It was crazy finding these. And right in this area, there was two structures up here. I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong spot. Up here, there's two structures up here. Right here, right by the road. These are the two huge, deep prints that I found here. And it's very close to a neighborhood. Not as close as others, but I would say a couple of 100 yards, a couple football fields away is this main road, houses and everything, guys. Down here is the prints that I found in the snow, the small little, what I believe to be around size 8 or so. Again, right on the trail, right near water. I just want to keep saying that. I find the prints that I have found to date are all near water. And like I said, these are very close to houses right here. So, this is another, for instance, all the way up this road, all tree breaks, and I had mentioned that. I was documenting the way these face, south, southeast, and northwest, and I have a theory on a travel corridor that they use. So, that's where I am now, Massasoit State Park. Let's see, I want to make sure I got all that. Okay. All right. This here is F. Gilbert State Park. This is where I found that awesome, horizontal, huge fat branch being held up in between a couple of trees wedged in. Now, this is only probably 150 yards here from the road, right here. Up a dirt road, and this is where you'd park. You'd come in here, and I'd hike up in this way. And coming out one day, that's when I found these. Again, the houses here to this structure, to this to this horizontal tree I found, probably 50 yards. Not even. This is where the guy was mowing his lawn that one day when I found this structure. I haven't found any prints in here. Let's see, what else? This over here, which is, again, not as close as it looks on this map, because I'm not a map maker, but still, probably only a half a mile in was the rock clacking and the tree knocks that I had that one day. Right close, though. This structure, a lot of tree breaks in here, all along this dirt road, right by a neighborhood. A lot of activity, right close to the main road. I mean, I can't say enough how close that, I mean, if you're on your couch or laying in bed right now and you're watching this video and you have a wooded area near your home, I'm telling you right now, Google Earth it first, check it out. If it's a really small, isolated spot, it might not have sign, but if there's a little corridor, little wood-lined corridor there, check it out, man. I mean, check your own backyard if you live in a rural area with a lot of forest area, and you're thinking, I really don't think that they would be in my area. I want to say you're probably wrong, because they're a lot closer than you think. Okay, that was F. Gilbert. That's in Massachusetts, not far from me at all, by Gillette Stadium where the Patriots play. Go Pats. They're not going to do well this year. All right. This is McCabe Forest in New Hampshire. Okay? Now, this is the road you come in. You travel this main road, and you come in here on a dirt road and park. There's houses, 3 or 4 houses right here. There is a huge blind in the parking lot right on the edge of the tree line. And there's a trail that kind of goes back here and out back. Now, this is where I found that print in the mud. And I'm telling you, I think it's less than 150 yards from the bridge. And this house is here. My nephew found this print last winter. I found this print months later, when the summer began and the ground thawed. Now, I hiked again in the winter. It was I think my second time ever hiking there, or second time. I hiked in a blizzard up here, and I was wearing snowshoes, and I hiked off this a little parking area up here. There's like a pump house, and I hiked in not far, 75 yards maybe. I'm not sure, right around there. And something on my way back, as I came back to get picked up, something crossed my snowshoe trail. And, possibly it could have been a bear. But it really, really looked like huge footprints. The snow was probably, it had to be a foot deep, maybe 10 inches deep. And it crossed my path. It wasn't there when I began my hike that day. But as I came back, these tracks, straight as an arrow tracks, crossed my fresh tracks in the snow. An hour and a half later, I come out, and something walks right through my track. It could have been a bear, because up north they have black bear up there, This is also where this spot, I'm trying not to screw up the audio and cover my face up here. It was this track here that I found in the mud. I found this huge teepee structure first. The same day me and my nephew found this over the wintertime. So this was here. But this track in the mud just was there the day I showed up, and it looked fresh. I'm talking about I think it was that day. I think it was hours before I had got into the forest. And I only hiked. I only was hiking that day when I found that print in the mud. And when me and my nephew, months earlier in the winter, found that other print, huge, big print, it was, I could throw a baseball to the road. That's how close I was to the bridge, where the water runs right under that bridge there. So there you go, pal. The guy that had asked me to do another video on how close they are, and I'm sorry about my map. It's really not the best in the world, but to give you a visual on when I say that they're close, I'm not talking about a mile or two. I'm talking a couple of 100 yards. And I'm not joking about that. That's something that, especially the sign, tree leans and tree bends and tree breaks. It's almost like there's more sign closer and more clumped together the closer the sign is to the road, to a parking lot, to a trailhead, the more condensed the sign is. And I feel like the deeper I go into the forest, the more they're spread out. They're not as close together, and they're harder to find and harder to locate. So anyways, there you go, guys. I'm going for a hike. I'm very excited because it's below 80. It's humid, but at least it's not 90 degrees and it feels like 100. At least I'll be able to... I don't mind getting rained on either. I'm not going to wear my rain gear or nothing. I don't care. Getting soaked will cool me down. But so I'm probably going to make a video when I go out there. So I'll see you guys on the next one for sure. And thank you very much for clicking.